screwing around and start!
Hey, it's Vio, and we're doing a shark deck profile. People requested this, and so I messed around with it. I looked around online for some ideas, and I took some of the ideas that I saw online, mixed them with my own ideas, what I thought would work, and we ended up with this build. So this build should be able to be played soon. I'm not 100% certain if a certain card came out. What is it? This card. I'm not certain if this is out in OCG yet. I have no idea. But we're going to, or TCG, but we're going to assume it is for the sake of this deck. It's really interesting. It's level 5 spam, so you use all the monsters. They can special summon, normal summon themselves, fancy things, and I'll just start the list now. So starting off, Mermaid Shark. When this card's normal summoned, you can add a level 3, 4, or 5 fish type monster from your deck to your hand. You run 3 just because Stratos is good like that. We also have this trap card called Fish Step Charge. What it says is tribute a fish, destroy a card, draw a card, and it's like Gemini Spark, only it's a trap, so it's a little slower. I cut it down to 2 because it was a little slower. And basically, that is how you get this guy off the field. We're running 3 Cyber Shark. If you have a water monster out, you can normal summon this card without tributing, so that's always good. Panther and, where is it? Eagle. They say if your opponent has 2 monsters, you can normal summon it. If you control the other guy, you can special summon it. So, and you can only control one of each, but that doesn't really matter. Because if you go like a normal summon of this card or something, or normal summon this card, you just have different cards out, you can start filling your field really fast. Gazer Shark is amazing. You get him in the graveyard however you want to using some of the other cards I have. And you can banish him, summon back 2 water monsters, and instant XCs, and that's really, really good. Moving on to 3 Mother Grizzly, simply because you can. It lets you summon these guys. If you really want to, you could cut this card without any kind of issue. And if you do cut that, I would cut out the other Mother Grizzly as well and put another Dragon Ice. But that's just something that you can do if you wish to. We're running an Artifact Engine of 2 Scythe and a Moral Attack just because level 5s and they're easy to summon, and Sanctum plus Moral Attack and such just help give you a strong back row against opponents. And these extra level 5s are just really, really good for being able to take when you only have 1 card. Or if you normal summon Mermaid Shark last turn and you're able to use your other traps to protect it, or use stuff like Sanctum to summon a Moral Attack and protect it, next turn you can normal summon this card because you control water and then just make a free XYZ out of those. We're also running 2 Tricky and 1 Dragon Ice just because they can special summon. Tricky lets you discard the Gazer Shark if you need it in the grave, or other sharks if you want to make Gazer Shark live, as well as the Dragon Ice. If your opponent special summons something, you can discard himself to special summon himself, which is something great, or you can discard a shark that you need in the grave to special summon him. So that's always good. Next we have 2 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is a good card because of these guys. I think the Deep Sea Shark is the one currently in TCG, but I put him in there just because this guy is online, so I'm just running 1 of each. They're just level 5 sharks, and they're really good for helping with the XYZs that are really easy to make. 2 Moray of Greed, just because if you have, let's say, 3 Eagle Shark and a Mermaid Shark, that's an okay hand, but you might, or let's say 3 Eagle Shark and 3 Cyber Shark, and you could use Moray of Greed to shuffle back in some cards, because having 3 of this guy will be a little cloggy at times, so you know. We are also running 3 MST just to fight back row. Not that we're going to need it that much because the back row format is starting to fade, but you know. We also have the 3 Sanctum, as I said from earlier, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 of this card, as I said, 3 Phoenix Wing Blast, to help give us a discard outlet for Gazer Shark and other cards. You do not need to run this card if you want to. You can cut these guys out if you want to keep the Mother Grizzly, as well as running 1 Compulse and 1 Warning to solidify our main deck. For extra, as I said, we have the 2 Fusions, then we have 2 Gaia Dragon Thunder Charger, and 3 copies of the Full Armored Crystal Leo Lancer. This card is great because it can be summoned by having a water type rank 5 XYZ. You can just throw this card on top, and this card says you can make an instant rank 5 water monster using sharks in your grave or just water monsters in your graveyard. And so this card is great. Its attack goes up, I think it is 300, yes, or 500 attack for each material underneath it, which is a lot. And then you can detach material and instead of destroying it, and once per turn you can detach material, negate the effects of everything your opponent has, and that's just really nice. Then we have non-water types of Tyrus, Volcasaurus, and the Shark Fortress. Shark Fortress is in theme because it's a shark deck, but it lets you do a lot of damage in 1 turn. And our last waters, we have the Abyss Splash, we have the actual Chaos Zero original guy, and then 2 Freezedon. Freezedon is just kind of a generic card. This is the reason why I run Freezedon, is I can summon it just to make a quick one of these. These guys are okay, but this Freezedon doesn't require water monsters. And so Freezedon lets you take one water fish and another card and mix them together really easy. And that's always good. As I was saying, you can run more fish depth charge if you wanted to. You can run more Tricky or more copies of Dragon Ice if you wish, and you do not need to have the 3 Phoenix Wing. If you want to run more Dragon Ice or more Tricky, you can remove Phoenix Wing because Tricky is also a discard outlet. I forgot to mention that earlier. Tricky, you can discard a card, special summon him, so you can put cards in the grave such as the Geyser Shark or a shark that you need. So that is the shark deck profile. This wasn't a very long video, but I figured that I could get this profile out since somebody wanted it. Sorry it wasn't out earlier, and I hope you enjoy. As always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, remember to like this video, comment what you think below, and subscribe for more content. And feel free to click the annotation on the screen to see one of our most recent videos. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.